We all have our preferences. Some like PCs while others enjoy Macs. But if you go from one building to another at SU, you'll probably come across both platforms. Citrus TV's Matt Rivers tells us why there's such a variation.
5,000 interconnected computers make up the Syracuse University network. But for the nearly 13,000 students that use them, each campus computer experience can be different than the last.
Every time I go into a building, I have no idea what computers am I going to see.
Take a quick tour of campus, and it's easy to see that university computers are far from uniform. There's PCs using Windows XP in the engineering building. Windows Vista operates computers in the Maxwell School. Start on the second floor in Newhouse, and this is what you see. Head up 2 floors, though, and, well, you see the difference. So why all the differing desktops? For answers, Citrus TV went to the Center for Science and Technology and spoke to Chris Sador, Chief Information Officer at Syracuse. He says differing needs from school to school is what makes the university network so diverse.
You know, what engineering does with computers is significantly different than what political science does with computers, which is different than writing and languages and those sorts of things. So it's a real challenge to figure out, okay, what is the, how can we make this all look the same when in fact we don't use it in the same way?
Sador went on to say that certain applications only work on certain operating systems. Here at Citrus TV, we use a program called ENPS. It only runs on Windows. Try and use Final Cut Pro to edit a movie, you need a Mac. Sador says difficulties like these happen all the time. According to Soder, one of the most common problems users face are simple compatibility issues. Take, for example, Microsoft Word. This computer runs the latest edition of the product, Word 2007. Now say that you just wrote a paper, saved it, and emailed it to yourself. Next, you come back here to your own personal laptop to maybe do some edits on your final paper. Your computer runs Microsoft Word 2003. Yet when you try to open up your document, this box appears. Why?
Well, right there you have a straightforward compatibility issue between 2007 or 2008 and 2003. They're not cross-compatible when you save the documents.
James Wyrick is a supervisor at the ITS Service Center, or more commonly known as the place students go when their laptops break. Adapting to problems on different operating systems, Wyrick says, is a major part of his job.
Each one have their own sets of problems, and each one have their own sets of fixes as well.
Wyrick says more unity between operating systems on campus could solve a lot of problems, and Chief Information Officer Chris Sador says he understands the concern. He points to a couple of things his office is doing to improve the university network. The transition from MyMail, SU's old email system, to SU Mail, the new email system, has been for the most part successful. Currently, 90 to 95% of campus computers run the latest edition of Microsoft Office, with the rest due to be upgraded this semester. And as for Microsoft Windows 7, set to debut in October,
My gut is at this point, next summer, we'll see a lot of move to Windows 7.
Sador says his aim is to not only keep up with technology, but to make the transition as painless as possible.
It's been a real goal of this working group to say, how can we make this experience seamless for our student community?
Reporting for Citrus TV News, I'm Matt Rivers.